You're listening to the Faster Freedom Show, hosted by us, Sam Prim
and Lucas Walls.
Hello and welcome to the Faster Freedom Show. My name is Sam.
And I'm Lucas.
And Lucas, we are here. We are in the studio again that's close to being done.
How many episodes in a row have we talked about this lovely place?
Probably 15 or 20. But
At
look at it. It looks
least.
good in here. If you're listening, go to YouTube here. Maybe listen to it on here, but then go to YouTube, Faster Freedom Show. Check it out, and you can see our studio. Our back wall is done.
Yeah, I think we had that mobile studio for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a tiny house, at your house, at my house, in our conference rooms. Where else were we?
I think those were most of it. I don't think
Back here in the chairs.
Mhm.
But in general, it's nice to be home.
It feels so good to be home. But actually, the wall's not quite done. We have some LED strips
Yeah.
that are going to be going in, but we're close. So check it out on YouTube if you're listening. We appreciate you listening. Today, we have a great banger of an episode.
Ooh, a great banger.
A great banger, not just a banger. So we're going to talk about private lenders. We're going to get into how to raise money from private lenders. I'm going to give you all the 4-pillar pitch, where to find them, all these fun things. We're going to talk about big box stores. Our business topic's going to be on big box stores, and our finance is going to be on Bitcoin, and it just got approved for an ETF, and what the hell happened to the stock or the price. And then we're going to get into Diego Garcia. Lucas, who is Diego Garcia?
I don't know. I think that's part of this.
Yes.
Should I know?
No.
Okay,
That's
good.
why it's cool.
Yeah.
Diego Garcia is interesting. We're going to talk about that. Riddle, true, false, would you rather? Boom, Audi. It's going to be
Banger, great banger.
It's going to be a good one. We got a lot. And just so you know, if you're listening, we are turning this into a show, not just a podcast. This is going to be like a Pat McAfee. I keep just using that. He's the kind of big name in the space right now, style show. Like, we're going to do this twice a week, at least an hour. We're going to have segments. We're going to have guests. We're going to interview people. We're going to have new segments we're going to introduce. We're going to have intros. We're going to have, graphics pop up. We're going to have sponsors. We're going to make this a really, really quality show. We're going to spend a lot of time and money we already have making this something special. We're going to go pretty hard at it, as she says.
Yeah, we're going to personally give it everything we have, like we always do, but the production behind it is just going to have that much more of an effect of how amazing this show is going to be.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be even more fun. We both enjoy doing this. I think it's going to be even more fun as we do this, and it's more fun to me when things get more views. It just feels like a better use of my time. And if in case you didn't know, we appreciate every single one of you. We don't get a ton of views or listens. We do okay, better than a lot, not as good as some. But we're gonna shoot to be one of the bigger podcasts out there in the space by the end of this month.
So share with a friend.
By the end of this year.
Share it with them. Be like, these are my guys. These are my boys.
These are my dude. That one bald headed guy. The one with the fresh cut kind of keeps the bald head guy in check. All right. So real estate, Lucas, private lenders. I have changed my explanation of it. I still know what a private lender is, but I want to hear your explanation of what a private lender is, and then I will give mine, and then we'll talk about the importance of them. So what is a fucking private lender?
That's a great question. I haven't had to answer that in
I
a
know
long
I have
time.
a lot recently, so I wanted to look really smart.
Yeah, you will look
Or I
really
can go
smart.
first if you want.
No, I'll go ahead. I'll try my best. So in our space, a private lender is exactly that. It's a private individual.
Okay.
Not a bank, not a financial institution of any sort. It's not a corporation. It's an individual who lends you money, their own personal money, whether it's some cash that they have, whether it's some extra retirement money, whether it's line of credit. It lends you money to execute any portion of a real estate transaction, and and then they get a return interest on that based on how the asset performs or how you execute your deal. And that's a private.
That's a good
lender.
one. So I'll take it one step deeper,
Yeah,
as
please.
I'm known to do
Hello.
in the game. Also, by the way, I was watching one of our cut-ups of the last episode, and I said so many times it disgusted me. So sorry if I say that all the time. I don't realize I do. I'm going to work on not saying that. So Lucas is exactly right what a private lender is, but I'm going to explain it for people that are looking for a private lender. Like, where do you look for a private lender? And Lucas, the reason, and I've talked to several students about this, I think that you'll agree, I feel like the reason most people struggle to find a private lender, at least at first, is because they're looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
They think a private lender is a rich parent, and if they don't have a rich parent, they think they're shit out of luck. Or they think a private lender is somebody with $10 million in the bank, and it's not. your typical private lender, and Lucas has never heard this, so feel free to poke some holes in it. There are variances, of course, but the typical private lender is somebody in their late 40s, early 50s. They have a corporate job that they've had for 15, 20, 30, 25 years maybe. They have a house that they've lived at for the past 20 years. Their kids are in high school. They have an IRA they've given money to over the years. They have a 401k that's building. They have equity in their house. They have some money in the stock market. They just have a decent diversified portfolio. They don't have a $10 million even investment portfolio, let alone cash, but they have access some way in a self-directed IRA, borrow against a 401k, home equity line of credit that they can lend you based on your relationship and how you explain real estate to them, $50, $75, $100, $200,000. You're not asking for their entire nest egg. You're asking for a portion of it, and it can be, but it's usually not like lawyers, doctors, but it's real estate agents, it's insurance agents, it's engineers, it's architects, it's police officers, it's normal everyday people that have a W-2 job that have access to some type of capital. It's not this diamond in the rough multi-millionaire that's sitting with a Bentley in his garage. Does that kind of make sense why people look the wrong place?
For sure, yeah. They don't even have to be a millionaire.
Yeah, correct.
Which is crazy. You can be a private lender, and even if you have $25,000, if you get lent $25,000 and you go purchase an investment property with a hard money loan, but have no idea how to fund the rehab because that's the hardest part to fund. You don't have $25,000 cash. That $25,000 will change your investing career, and they're going to give you $25,000. You're going to utilize it to rehab that house, and then you're going to refinance or sell it and give them back $26,000. And they're going to make a little money, and you get to go make a lot of money or a lot of equity on your house, and that's how powerful just $25,000 in. But imagine if you could have 50, 100, 200, 500,000. So learning to grow that over time, but starting small, I think, is very important.
And it's a win-win. It's not one of those things where a lot of people, and a lot of this, I feel like understanding how to explain it, I feel like hopefully will open people's eyes, because I'd never really heard private lenders explain like that until I've been doing it a lot over the past few months. But most people think I have to beg somebody for their money. And that's not the case. It's obviously helpful for you, but it is such a win for them. We're going to go over the 4-pillar pitches. I'm starting to try to coin it here in a minute, but you are giving them a very, very solid return backed by things that no other investment will back them. Yeah. So it's a really, really solid return for both of you. So that's kind of where you look. I feel like most people look in the wrong spot, and that's a part of the issue. So a private lender just can completely change the game for you.
Yeah, and I think that mindset shift that you're talking about, you are providing value to these lenders. They're smart. They're looking to diversify, have some other type of investment, and a lot of times these people have an interest in real estate, but maybe just don't have the time or capacity to go out and invest in real estate themselves. So this is a way for them to invest in real estate without having to do all the hard work. And yeah, we were at our local real estate meetup last night, and a gentleman came up to me and was like, yeah, I want to do it all myself. I want to do it all my own money. It was almost like a pride thing with him, and that he didn't want to go ask for other people's money. I kind of hopefully shifted his entire way of thinking about what a private lender is, the value you can provide them with return value that you receive.
Yeah, for sure. So private lenders, Lucas, where do most people find them? I explained who they are, but can you give some tips on general tips to find your first private lender?
Yeah. Number one, everybody's got to know what you're doing. So just talk about your investment journey, investing in real estate. Just get people excited about it, right? So I would start with your close family, your closest of the close, and then expand from there, whether it's your an in-law or your parents or an uncle or a grandpa or a grandma. Start there. Hopefully you have somebody with an extra 25, 50, 100 grand there that would love to lend to you and make a return on their money. If not, then it's time to expand to that next circle, close family, friends, maybe business acquaintances, friend of a friend, whoever it is. But I think this is one of the things that you can post on social media. I've seen it before. A lot of times it's a little weird about asking for money or whatever, but I've seen awesome posts on social media hey, I have this project. I'm looking for this amount of money. Who would like to receive X return and do this deal with me? And I've seen, tens of comments, 20s of, hundreds of comments sometimes. So I don't know. I don't know if I answered that.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's why it's hard, because there's not one box to check. You just have to have conversations about it in your inner circle and your outer circle. let people at your job know. It's usually somebody like your parents' coworker, or maybe your parents' boss, or your grandparents' neighbor. It's just a connection of a connection kind of thing. So I think you described it well. So let's talk about typical private lender terms, and then we're going to get into that 4-pillar pitch. I kind of want to make them wait to the very end, but we'll do the 4-pillar pitch at the end of this segment.
Beautiful.
So what are some typical terms for a private lender loan?
Yeah, super typical for us, and what we are lending out right now is, if a lender is in first position, that means there's no other lender involved, and if there is, this lender is ahead of that lender. In general, we lend at 9%.
Okay.
Annualized. So if you hold a property for 6 months, that means it's only going to be 4.5%, right?
Of the investment, yeah.
Of the total investment amount. So if $100,000, it takes you 6 months to do that project. You give them back the money. It'll be $104,500.
Yep.
104.5, right?
Yeah, 104.5.
104.5. If it takes you 12 months, it'll be the 109, right? And then it's obviously the math anywhere in between will. We have spreadsheets and stuff for that. But so 9%. And then if they lend on construction funds only, that means someone else is in first position, like that hard money lender that we talked about, utilizing the purchase price for, or maybe a bank or another private lender. But if it's the rehab funds only and they're in second position, we do 10%.
I like it. I think and we got a dramatic feel. Obviously, the new studio, everything's kind of rigged up. One of the lights went out, so I feel like you're bright right now. Maybe I'm probably not really.
Yeah, you look good.
Okay, perfect.
It's a little darker in here than
That's all right.
It was a minute ago.
I like it. They can't see all my splotches on my skin now.
Yeah,
We're good.
we both got a few of those.
The best skin.
We're
All
not
right.
perfect.
No. So typical. So that's what we do. So typical things that I tell people, Lucas, is 8 to 12% return for a private lender annualized. And I would, if you need to start out at that 12%, that's small potatoes. If you're going to turn down 12% because it's too expensive, that's definitely still close to industry standard. And you can always walk it back after that. So that 8 to 12% annualized. Everybody, when they see it initially or don't understand it, they're thinking they're getting 12% no matter what. And that's not the case.
Yes,
It's annualized.
Big key difference.
So just put that into your investment, your rehab budget, whatever it is, just include it in the deal. And it's just like, replacing a windows or doing whatever. It's just part of the project. And then it's taken care of because it's in the formula when you're looking to buy it.
Yeah, I love that. And just understanding what those type of terms mean too, so you can come off as a little more of an expert when you're talking to these private lenders. Like, what does annualized mean? Someone can say, I made 12% on my money. Well, how long did it take you to make that 12%? If it took you 10 years, that's a terrible investment.
Really bad investment.
If it took you 3 years, it's not a very good investment.
Not very good.
If it took you 6 months, that's an outstanding investment. Took you a year, pretty damn good, right? So understand your time frame and how that can change that annualized return that Sam was talking about.
For sure. So last thing, and then we get to the pitch. So what are somebody's options if they can't find a private lender or a private lender wants them to have some experience first? What would you tell somebody that came to you and said that?
If they can't, so what's sorry?
I guess I was trying to tee it up. I'll just answer it. So if you can't find a private lender, you can wholesale.
Gotcha.
You can use hard money. You can use maybe hard money and a line of credit on your house if you have one, or you can wholesale and build up some cash. And that similar thing, if they want experience, you can wholesale. And even if you don't need, that's kind of where behind that thing. If you don't need cash to wholesale, you don't. It helps, but you don't need it.
Right.
So if you do a couple wholesales, I do feel like you'll have a more confident pitch. With the private. I've done this before a couple of times. I didn't close on it, but I made this amount of money because it was a good deal. I can find those same deals and use your money to take them down and all make more profit, kind of thing.
For sure. That would definitely show some experience, or maybe you could even partner with somebody that has a little bit of money or something to at least go through the process with them to show experience on a smaller level, but still some, I don't know, just an outside the box example, Prim.
What is your 4-pillar pitch, Walls?
It's not my 4-pillar pitch, it's yours.
You know what it is though, but I'll start it out. I'll run through it and you can add any color. So this is what you tell your private lender. This is the what you tell them so they know that this is a secure, solid investment. This is you just giving them the reasons why they should invest in you and why it's a good, safe investment. And the first pillar is the best one. It's the personal guarantee. A lot of private lenders, not all of them, if you're willing to personally guarantee the property, then they're like, yes, I will do it. That takes their risk way, way down. And a lot of people say, no one's going to lend me money. I have no skin in the game. Well, when you personally guarantee it, you do have skin in the game. Just because you're not giving them money, you're putting your own money in it, you're putting your personal assets on the line. So a personal guarantee just shows that you're serious about it. It's a big thing for a private lender. Well, if they're willing to personally guarantee this fund, they don't get that with any other investment they have. That's the biggest one. So that's my favorite one. There's a couple other ones that are optional we're going to go through, but that personal guarantee is a big one.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to what banks require. And understand that these terms are all flexible.
Correct.
Right?
That's a good point.
You are putting your best foot forward to provide this type of protection for your lender, where in most cases the lender comes to the table with these type of layers of protections, the personal guarantee that you're signing of the bank. But a lot of these private lenders, maybe they're individuals that probably have never lent before, so they kind of need to be worked through the process, and these are type of things that'll help them feel better about lending money to you, and you kind of got to provide some of the documentation and those ideas of protection for them.
Yep. Okay, I like. So the first one, and
Personal guarantee.
quick turbulence.
Personal guarantee.
You're just not even in.
Oh, it's in there good.
No, it's not. Does it look like that?
Yours looks real sharp. Does mine look
Oh,
like?
that looks better. Now, maybe it was just hanging out. I
Yeah.
thought you had yours upside down, but okay. All right. So personal guarantee. Luke said it really quick.
Personal guarantee.
Second one is a promissory note. So let me describe it, and I don't think I was described perfectly, so Lucas, you can help me going forward. But basically, it is just laying out the terms of your LLC and them or their LLC. So it just lays out the terms of the loan. It lays out the interest, percentage. It lays out like the, when they have to pay it back by, what are the options if it doesn't go well. It just kind of wraps a little bit more of a bow on the actual investment and puts it out there, legally to a certain degree. It's not going to be filed anywhere, but it's just something that you each sign. It's a legal document that your LLC is. This is a wrong way to say it, but I kind of say it's almost like your LLC promising to pay them back with the terms. Like you're personally doing it, and then your LLC lays out the terms in the promissory note.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. A promissory note is you promise to abide by whatever terms are in that promissory note, all the payment terms. Just like the personal guarantee, the promissory note is a document that banks have you sign all the time. So, yeah.
Again, these are all like simple documents. So
Yeah.
these last two are optional. And by the way, none of these are costing you any money. It's just like you just showing them that you're serious and that you understand. The third thing that you can give them some security on is having them as an additional insured. It's super easy. When you buy a property, you need to get insurance on it. It's required to get insurance on that property. All you do is before you sign the document, when you're giving your insurance broker or agent the documentation, just say, hey, can I add X person as an additional insured? It's just a little box on the insurance certificate. Their LLC will go there, or their names and their address and maybe phone number, and then that's it. It just gives them some legal rights to the insurance money if there's a claim. So it just gives them a little more security. Like the house burns down, they have legal rights to that that money just like you do. So that's all it is.
For sure. Yeah, some people call it a mortgage loss payee as well. Yep.
Perfect. Okay, and then the last one is definitely one that I feel like is
my
optional,
favorite.
but it does kind of like, it can be like kind of that final like pitch to like if they're kind of waffling a little bit, and that is having them be on the deed, like having them be on the deed, or even so they can have like a lien on the property that will be taken care of once you pay them back. So just giving them a little bit more of a legal right to potentially foreclose or not allow you to sell it. So it's kind of too. So the having be on the deed means they can foreclose. They have legal rights to the property, and if they put a lien on it, that means you can't sell it without that lien being. So just giving them one more thing to be like, bro, I'm giving you a 10% return, double-digit return. I personally guarantee it. My promissory note says how the terms are going to be laid out. You're on the insurance policy, and you can be on the actual ownership deed until I pay you back. They're not getting that anywhere else. Double-digit returns, especially.
Yeah, that's good. I think and again, a bank is going to file a deed of trust in their name with their mortgage amount and the payoff amount. So these are just, them acting as a bank to you, but we're just helping them do the paperwork because that is one of the cons of having private lenders is kind of all the paperwork you handle because maybe they've never done it before. So deed of trust, super solid. Also, if you foreclose, if you're not able to perform the rights or the agreement of the promissory note, they can execute that deed of trust and take the property back and foreclose on you.
Yeah, 100%. So, it's just a crazy amount of security that you're giving them, and it completely debunks the myth that, private lender. You don't have any money in the game, or you don't have anything to collateralize. Yes,
Yeah.
the collateralization is the property that they're lending on, and they have ownership, and they have a guarantee, and it's a very, very safe investment for them. It's safer than pretty much anything else that
Yeah.
provides a return.
The crazy thing is, all this is optional.
Yes.
It doesn't have
whatever you
to
want
be
it to be.
done.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if it's your sweet grandma Irma, that's just
Irma's so fucking
hands
sweet.
you a
Yeah.
check for 50 grand. It's like, go do what you want. You know, you don't have to have any of this.
Yes.
You know, they are all important in a way, and you know, the more away you get from your immediate family, the more you want to have these buttoned up. But order of importance in my eyes is probably promissory note number 1.
Okay.
Just because it spells out the terms of how you're going to get paid back, or how you're going to
Order of importance for
like just priority in general. Like if you were only going to do one of these,
Okay.
I would do promissory note.
Okay.
If you do 2 of them for that second layer, I would go deed of trust.
okay.
Third, I would go the insurance. And then 4th, I would go personally guaranteed personally.
So you're saying as a borrower, that's what you should push. I would think if I'm lending you money, I want you to personally guarantee it. So
Yeah.
it's not the opposite. But that if you're trying to like make sure that they do the deal, I think that personal guarantee is
Yeah.
a great thing to throw on the table at the
For sure.
beginning. I agree. Not everybody wants to do it, and I understand that. And if you're not willing to, that's if you're not willing to do it, I don't know if like real estate should be your vehicle. You need to be able to put your whatever on the line. But in general, yeah, if I'm lending money, then I would probably want somebody at least at first to personally guarantee it.
For sure. That makes sense.
Cool. All right, so that is the private lender. I feel like that was a lot there. I think there's some good takeaways and pointers, some good takers.
Takers.
Do you know what it being indicted means?
I think so.
I don't think it's good, right?
It's not good.
I just got a message that Alec Baldwin just got indicted for that movie set shooting from a couple years ago or whatever. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, I think that means like you're charged with something.
Yes.
Right? And
Yeah.
have to probably appear in court
But
of some sort, but
I
it
thought-
doesn't mean you're convicted.
Correct. I don't believe
Yeah.
so. But
No, it doesn't.
No, but I don't. But I thought that thing was like he did nothing wrong. Like somebody else on the set's in charge of making
Man,
sure
that's
the
been a
gun's not
while.
loaded. Yeah, I thought 100% there. Everybody, or not everybody, most people I heard was like, "Yeah, that's horrible. Somebody's at fault, but it's not him. He's the actor. He just grabs the gun and goes and says, "Is it clear?"
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
They've
Well,
wanted
anyways,
this guy dead for a long time.
Yes,
and
that's
this
some-
is the way.
this
that
some
they did
yeah
it.
some conspiracy for sure. All right, so the business one. So, are we going to see on to the next business segment brought to you by the Faster Freedom newsletter? Check out the description or the show notes, and you can get subscribed to our AI newsletter. We send it out once a week. It's not cumbersome, and it scans the entire internet for the top articles in real estate investing for you to read. It's really, really cool. All right, so are we going to see the death of big box stores in this decade? So I know, like, these stores just recently closed. Bath and Body Works closed 50 stores. Best Buy closed 30.
Just
Did I
can't
say
believe
wrong?
that's still a store.
Oh, Party City
Like
closed.
they sell. What do they sell at Bath and Body Works, Sam?
They sell towels and lotion.
Yeah, like that's an entire store.
Yeah.
Shampoos.
Well, you had nowhere else to get like that besides like decent stuff before the
Maybe some pillows. Do they sell pillows there?
Bath and Body
Throws.
What's a throw? That's like something you put on a
Maybe
bed?
I'm thinking of like a different store that's kind of like that.
Yeah, I think you are. Bath and Body, I think it's just like shampoo and lotion.
Loofahs?
Yeah, I think so. That's part of the bath, I think. Is a loof is no.
Body scrub?
Yep.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Like
So I
the
mean,
entire store.
but yeah, but you didn't have anywhere else to get specialized that. But anyways, yes, Foot Locker 400 stores by 2026. Yeah, people don't really try shoes on anymore. I feel like as much as they used to. I don't know. So yeah, that Gap and Banana Republic 350 stores. Bed Bath and Beyond. That's what you're probably thinking
That's what
about.
I'm
They
thinking.
filed bankruptcy. 360
those two
stores.
remind me of each other.
And I know Walmart's been shutting down some stores too. So yeah. What do you think about all that? That's just the online retailers, Amazon and Temu, all these other ones just completely spearheading the whole retail industry right there. And that shows if you can have them all in logistical stores and ship them out to people efficiently, you don't have to own a store, employ employees to be there, have checkouts, have all of the stuff, lights back on, perfect. So what do you think about that?
Well, as far as like the ones you read, like, yeah, I think they're going away. I can't see I feel like Walmart still fits a need. Target still fits a need, but man, Best Buy, there's stores on here that were on here the same list probably talking about store closures 10 years ago that are no longer a thing.
Yeah.
Like whether it's Circuit City
Mm-hmm.
or Venture. That was probably more like 30 years ago.
What is Venture?
It's kind of like a Target, like a poor man's Target.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's been a while. Toys R Us.
Yeah.
What are some other ones that we've seen already go away in our lifetime?
Yeah, I mean, those are some big ones. I'm trying to think what's gone through the valley down there over in Chesterfield. Toys R Us, Babies R Us.
The malls in general are,
malls
are
in
big,
general,
big
yeah,
one.
just
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, just getting repurposed left and right.
So that's where I take this, Walls, and I think it's just there's going to be repurposing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a shift in everything. Somebody's going to make money, figure it out, repurpose into storage, residential, mixed use, restaurant, kind
On
of
the
a
real
cool
estate side
yeah,
of
on the
things,
real estate
yeah.
side of things. What all of these like actual physical buildings, what they're going to become. They're going to get repurposed. Things
Yeah.
always change and adapt. Like if there's ever like crazy amount of electric self-driving cars, which I remember some people thinking there were going to be now, but in 20 years, whenever that is, parking garages and things like that, they're just going to get repurposed. I don't feel like with the capitalistic society that we're in, someone's going to figure out how to make money on them. So if you can have to buy it for cheap and figure it out, but yeah,
Mm-hmm. The
I don't know.
limited. Is that a still thing? Is that a thing
I
still?
think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. No, so are like
Kohl's is still around.
Kohl's is still around.
Yeah.
They're kind of trying to adapt. I feel like because
Yeah.
they just have. They have so much stuff. I feel like you couldn't even put it on this website, and then they allow like Amazon returns there, and I feel like they're kind of clever with what they do.
I like Kohl's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kohl's Cash and all that. So
Yeah.
they've pivoted better than some stores. I feel like.
For sure. But in general, yeah, man, I see those all going away, dude.
Mhm.
I mean, just from, as people get older and as this newer generation comes in, it's just going to be more and more this digital stuff. Like the last time I've been to a grocery store, my goodness, it's
Yeah.
been so long.
I love going, but
Grocery stores are probably another thing we could talk about. Well, they'll still be there, but maybe less people inside.
I think less people inside.
Yeah.
They'll make it more of an experience when you're there because some people need it. People have to go like shop for it. So I
Yeah.
think grocery stores will just look different, but I still think they'll be there. And I just think in general, it's way the society moves. Like I like to have that perspective that we talk about a lot. Like there's not blacksmiths around anymore. There's not people shoeing horses. Like society moves. Like businesses shut down, new businesses open. Everything evolves and moves with whatever is happening in the economy. So
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
Remember that one? I think it's still
I
around.
think it's still around there. I don't know.
But I mean, like most people
yeah,
get a book somewhere else. You would think.
that's what
right?
Amazon was.
That's what Amazon was. That's where we still get our books, which is crazy.
Mhm, that's where my book
or a
is.
digital book.
That's where my
Or an
book
audio
is.
book.
Amazon.
Do you
Go
have you don't have
fucking
an
buy
audio
it.
version, do you?
I don't. We're getting ready to record one though.
Do you gonna it'd be you?
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll do
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
It'll take
fuck
like I don't know. It'll take like 2 hours to read it. It won't be that big a deal.
Yeah, you're fat. You're like, blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
It's
blah,
like
blah,
you
blah,
won't
blah.
you won't need to put it on 1.2.
You will not need to
Yeah.
put my book on 1.25 speed. That is for sure. So if you haven't checked out the book, go buy the heart or the whatever paperback cover. It's really expensive. It's $4.99. It's so expensive.
Best Buy, man. I just can't imagine like going to Best Buy.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been to Best Buy in 10 years.
Yeah. Not many people
Just going
probably
there
have.
and like looking at the different flat screen TVs on the wall instead of just pulling it up in 5 minutes on your phone, be able to read reviews off of Amazon and have it to your doorstep the next day.
Or later that day
Yeah.
with stuff. It's been crazy. Yeah, Amazon's so efficient. I had lunch with somebody earlier this week, and he said that him and his roommate after graduated college, they bought a 42-inch TV. They put it above their fireplace. It felt like such fucking badasses. It was $4,200 for a 42-inch TV.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
And now 42-inch TV is like literally like
$199
I don't even think that. I think
$150?
Dusty got the 55ers for here for like
$380, $389.
yeah, something like that too. I think yeah. So anyways, you can get a 42-inch TV for like $100.
Yeah, that's crazy. So these are
That was not cheap.
But
yeah.
did we go to okay? And we're talking about
No,
our
screen
behind
Yeah, we
us.
bought it online. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
you just
and that's a huge, expensive
Right.
stage style screen. Yeah,
they didn't go pick out at Best
7
Buy.
by 10 feet. Yep.
Anyways,
It's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
All right, the finance section is brought to you by samchat.io. Just type that into the URL and you will get Lucas and I's brains and an AI chatbot talking about real estate. Samchat.io. All right, so finance. Speaking of technology and AI, not really that, but similar. Bitcoin token value drops after BlackRock introduces Bitcoin ETF. So this was interesting to me. So I saw my buddy who's going to be regular on the show, Taylor. He's a finance guy, and he was like, this Bitcoin thing is interesting, but it makes sense to where the actual. There was this whole buildup of, is BlackRock's ETF going to get approved through the SEC? Is it going to become something that can be in an ETF? And it got approved, and everybody's like, duh, they wouldn't do it and not get it approved, and they probably have it bought out anyway that it's going to guarantee get approved. So this is one of those old adages that I've heard before, but it's you buy the rumor and you sell the news. So like the rumor of this happening and the rumor of this happening, everybody, there was buzz around it happened, and then after that you sell it and people sell it off because it's like the event is over. So in all types of stocks and all type of companies, it's kind of an adage that generally has held true to a certain degree, but you buy the rumors, all the stuff that's talking, and then when the news hits, you sell because it's not going to be quite what everybody thought. So anyways, I saw you do some reading, which I haven't done, so you can kind of fill in some gaps about it. No? You read it.
I mean, it's a little over my head, Sam. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you are short, so that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, man. There's a lot to this, and it's deep.
Do you know what ETF is?
Exchange traded fund.
I think so. Yes. Electronic transfer fund.
That could be electronic traded fund. We're not stock guys.
Yeah, we probably lose to people now. But that's right. Anyways, it is definitely, it just makes it more of like a controlled thing, and that's part of what is it?
It's exchange traded fund. And let me read the definition for our listeners as well. So an exchange traded fund, or ETF, is a basket of investments like stocks or bonds. Exchange traded funds let you invest in lots of securities all at once, and ETFs often have lower fees than other types of funds like mutual funds or something like that, who are actively managed. ETFs are traded more easily too, but like any financial product, ETFs aren't a one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay, so just covering their butts a little bit. So, and the other part of it, I think that's kind of part of this, just because we want to talk about this because I think crypto is obviously interesting and it's not going away, but it's one of those things where it's like anti-establishment, and then this Bitcoin is becoming more of an establishment thing. So I think in the long run, it goes up and down, and things affect what it is. Multiple things have affected the price over the years, but very, very interesting. And the other thing I noticed, Walls, we're episode 148, bro. We got 2 more left to 150. Are you going to wrap on the 150?
No. Or should we do a little something fun though?
I don't know. It's a couple episodes. So
well, I mean, that gives us like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't know if we have another one recorded or not. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. We'll talk about it.
Okay. But in general, like I'm looking at the Bitcoin ETF. To me, it would look like it should be what's the term for all the different alternate coins? Is it like as a whole?
Like all
crypto. To me, it should be like a crypto ETF, right? With pieces of all the different types of coins.
I see what you're saying, yeah, but no, I don't. There's no way that I don't think the SEC would approve all those other altcoins to have anything to do with what they're regulating.
Gotcha.
So that's probably why. So Bitcoin's the only one that had a chance for now. I think Ethereum would be next, I would guess.
But I'm just having a tough time seeing what makes it an ETF when it's 100% Bitcoin. But I guess it's the
to be able to be packaged in with the other stuff, I would think. Okay. So you can package it in with all this other stuff. And speaking of crypto, let's do our weekly crypto check. I think my crypto got kicked square in the nuts as well, Walls. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been a tough week. Probably 10% drop this week if I had to guess.
Look what happened right after the one day is all right, let's look at 1 month. So, yeah, you can see month we're still up, but you can see the week. It's down decent amount for the week.
1 week. Is that 5%?
Yeah. It says at the top 4%. Yep. 4% down for the week, which in like a stock market, that would be insane, but it's.
Yeah, and they were saying, because this got approved, that might have something to do with it on the BlackRock side of things.
The year's still fucking good, even with that dip.
Yeah, it's been a good year for a while.
Well, good year, rolling
good past couple months for sure.
Well, yeah, and good rolling 12, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the rolling 12 has been positive. All right, Lucas.
Yes.
Who's Diego Garcia?
I don't know, man. Tell me about him.
Diego Garcia is an island in the Indian Ocean. It's a U.S. secret military base. That's not super secret.
So it's not a person?
It's not a person. No. It is a base.
So it was a trick question.
I tricked you and you fell for it, just like I'm going to trick you with riddle me this. So anyways, it's a U.S. and mainly, or U.K. and U.S., but mainly U.S. military base, freaking just, way south, but south of India over there. It's one of those things. There's a wild story behind it. Like they kicked all the people out. There was trying to do a few different things with it, and the U.S. and UK basically just took it over. And it's a pretty extensive military base. Go to the next page, Lucas. You can see it. It's a very interesting island, but there's a lot of military stuff going on over there, and they call it an unsinkable warship because they can have like a bunch of planes and bombers and everything out of it, and it's close.
And it's in the middle of the ocean.
And
right?
And you can't.
That's what an island is,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that is correct. But anyways, it looks really cool. I looked at a lot of it up earlier because I thought it was fun. Like
check it out.
It's beautiful. Oh. They said the water. Stop it! They said the water, Lucas, is like. At night it's like 82 and during the day it's 86, and it's like that all year round, and there's like a constant breeze, so it looks like a beautiful place.
It does.
And we just got our
4.1 on Google.
What the fuck is kind of rating?
British Indian Ocean Territory. Is that
buyout,
sound right?
Yeah, it's called a buyout. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Oh, the old-fashioned buyout.
Buyout.
Wow, beautiful.
And then, so apparently India was pissed about it. Obviously, we have our shit over there, but I guess we've been doing some exercises with them and down there as well. But apparently, it was used a lot during like the Iraqi war, like all that kind of stuff over there. It's just something that's not talked about a ton.
It is beautiful.
Isn't that wild? But we just got to like the U.S. military is wild. We just have this base over in the middle of the Indian Ocean nobody even talks about.
Yeah, most people obviously have been like deployed here.
Yeah.
So the Google reviews are kind of wild if you want to read them at some point.
Yeah, let's read some of them.
Oh man, this was a 1-star review a month ago. Was on a port visit in 1988, USS Iowa. Remember a small nightclub and pretty much secluded beaches. I gave it a 1-star.
What do you think? It's a freaking military.
Dude, there's some crazy stories, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I spent 333 days on Dodge, in quotes.
Okay, one of the islands maybe.
From 1994 to 1995, worked in the AIMD, supported all aircraft, including I bet there's some wild stories.
It's just wild that it's over there. Our military is insane. Like we would be so pissed if somebody had anything anywhere near our country, like out in the ocean or something. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, this is not a British territory, and then he gives like the definition. That's a 1-star.
We got it. Yes.
And then it's someone pissed an island illegally obtained by the U.S.
for sure.
Its military imperialist
I mean,
complex.
I looked it up. They bought it, but like kicked everybody out then still too. But there was like plantations on there, and there was like they like tried to like. Anyways, it's just crazy. I think these islands all over the place are just wild. The story and how many people have seen. Anyways, and it's crazy looking. It's like this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But like the shape of it, it's like wild.
This is this is where Malaysian flight MH370 landed on.
That is
the CIA is to blame. They used the passengers to perform experiments.
That's what's one of the conspiracies is. Yeah.
If you ever want to kick, go look up Diego Garcia and look at the Google reviews.
Yeah,
Diego Garcia.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
It is just the whole story behind it is wild. It's very interesting, very beautiful. It's
never heard of it.
We have so much shit like that all over it. It's kind of wild, but yeah,
it's got Street View.
It's got that's the thing. So Lucas, look at that. That's what I was gonna say. Like do like the Google Earth view. Mm-hmm. Like it's busy. There's like cars all over it. There's like a bunch of ships in the middle of it.
It's like. It's hollow. There's no center.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I thought this was all land
that's
here.
what I meant. Shaped weird.
That is crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah, you guys got to look at the satellite view of Diego Garcia.
And then zoom in, Walls, and there's like ships all over. It's wild. It's very active. Whatever. And it's just wild that there's Google reviews on some island that we stole from. I mean, sure, it's happened in the past, but yeah, it's wild.
Good looking pizza at Diego Garcia's Officers Club. Check that out if you're there. Probably a lot of bars for all our military to stay sane while they're over there.
Crazy,
Very cool, though. Yeah, check that out.
Isn't that interesting? I thought that was fun just to have a fun topic.
Wow, that is in the middle of the ocean.
I know, right?
Yeah, south of India. Crazy, man.
We got just warships and shit over there.
We're learning stuff on this podcast.
Yes, unsinkable warship.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Riddle me this. This is where I make Lucas look so stupid.
Haven't looked at him once, so off the cuff.
What does a man do only once in his lifetime, but women do once a year after they are 29? Oh, this is kind of like a joke. There's a hint. It's kind of like a joke.
Okay. What does a man do once in his lifetime,
but women do once a year after they turn 29? This was Shane thought of this one. This was like a joke kind of.
Okay. Once a year after they are 29. Oh my
That's
gosh.
it right there, though. That's the hint.
After they're 29. Turning 30?
Mm-hmm. That's the
Um,
answer. Get it? Because women are always like, they always say I'm 30. Like, they always, like, kind of, that's like a thing. Like, they don't ever get past that age. So that's why it's kind of like supposed to be a joke. So men turn 30 and they say, I'm 31, 30. Women's like, I'm 30. Like, and they do it different ages, but it's like, I'm always that age kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
So
that-
the answer's turning 30?
Yeah. So you got it kind of. I kind of
Kinda.
led you into it, but we'll take it because that one was tough. All right.
Yeah.
What is it that no one wants to have, but no one wants to lose either? This is a good one. This is a real one. No one wants to have it, but no one wants to lose it either.
Don't want to have, but don't want to lose.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, you don't want to have it, I would say. That's a tricky one.
Nah, I should have. I should know this.
I would give this one, it's a lawsuit. It's pretty good. You don't want to have a lawsuit, but if you have it, you want to win it. You don't want to be involved in a lawsuit, but if you have it, you want to win the lawsuit. So that one
No
works.
one wants to lose.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That does make sense. I would not have got that. You stumped me.
I think you'll get this one, though. You're 1 out of 2, or maybe half this one. When it's alive, we sing. When it's dead, we clap our hands. What is it?
Candle.
Birthday candle, but
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
Birthday
that's what I was
candle. Yeah.
envisioning.
Mhm. Yeah, so
Yeah.
those were good ones. That first one was tough, but yeah. Second one, I feel like maybe if you look, you maybe would have got that one.
I don't
maybe.
think I
You've
would
got
have.
you got tougher ones than that.
I would
but
have to think about it for 5 minutes, and we don't have that much time here.
We do
bro.
not. So let me smash. I've been crushing true
Ooh.
or false.
Ooh.
They've been taking it easy on me.
Did you look at my paper when I put it down?
No, I have
That,
not.
tell me.
True or false? Did I look at your paper?
Yeah.
False.
Okay, good. You're on the right track. All right, grilled cheese, Sam.
Okay.
Grilled cheese is the most popular sandwich in the United States.
I guess it's a sandwich if you don't have meat.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter jelly is just peanut butter jelly.
It's a sandwich, bro.
I guess I'll let it slide. You probably just gave me the answer. False. Peanut butter jelly is the most popular sandwich. False. It's not the most popular sandwich.
It's true. I wasn't trying
No,
to
it's
give you
not.
the
How do
answer.
How do they even know that? how do you know?
Probably some type of survey, a census. I mean, how do you know a lot of these? I don't know. You just got to go with it, Prim. So you would like to appeal that one?
No, it's fine.
No, I mean,
No,
you
I think
should
it's
get a
fine.
certain number of appeals because
Well-
one, you did appeal, and you were right.
But I think this one, I'm sure I was kidding. They can do polls. That's the only way they would know this. They can't poll everybody. So I
just
will.
the fact that you didn't think a sandwich was a sandwich unless it had meat in it makes me question a lot of things.
I don't know.
Peanut butter banana?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Why? It's meat between bread with condiments.
It's a hot dog bun. It's its own thing. It's a hot dog.
It's not a bun or it's not a sandwich.
I mean, you can make a hot dog sandwich, but it wouldn't look like a hot dog. You'd have to.
Well, you have tons of different types of bread.
It's not sliced bread. You need some sort of sliced bread.
Guess
It could be a form of a sandwich.
like
yeah.
like a reptile.
What about a bagel?
What do you have to cut a bagel in half and eat it? Is that with put meat in? Is that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So there you go. So a hot dog is a sandwich.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If you ate it like this, it's
I
a
got
sandwich.
the second one on lock.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Ketchup was once used as medicine.
True. I've heard that before. That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah. False is the. I'm just joking. It's
Isn't that-
true.
Isn't that gross?
It was used to cure sickness like diarrhea and indigestion.
Upset stomach, diarrhea,
So now they use
indigestion, poopy
Pepto-
butthole. What?
What?
What? I was singing
Now
the song
they use
and I changed it.
Pepto Bismol.
Yes, not. Or maybe Pepto Bismol is going to be on hot dogs in the
Ooh,
future.
that'd be good. I'd eat that.
Ugh.
Pepto Bismol hot dog sandwich.
Pepto Bismol hot dog sandwich,
All
burn
right.
your butthole.
So
All
you
right.
knew that one.
Yep.
Soda is the most popular beverage on the planet.
So like it's the first true. They were true. So are they trying to fuck with me and have me be all three trues and try to go the other way? I'm not going to answer yet. I would think it's false because I mean I know soda is very very U.S. dominant with all our marketing and like all that stuff, but a lot of other countries outlaw a lot of stuff or don't let them. So I know it's I don't know. Is water a beverage? Because water's more popular.
I would say water's weird because it's like it's there.
Yeah.
I I would say
You can
so.
put it in a cup at a restaurant or like a thing.
Yeah,
so
add anything to drink.
I'm
Add
going to say
everything to drink.
false.
Yeah, you're right.
What is it? Does it say what it is? What the most popular
Water.
beverage? Okay.
Yeah, so I couldn't like answer that
Yeah,
without
got
like,
you.
giving it away. But
So 2 out of 3. We each got
Yeah.
2 out of 3. That's not
Yeah.
too bad. That's a win-win, Walls.
grilled cheese, I would have said false on that too.
I'm not
I
going to
would've
peel
got-
it, but I would not be surprised if PBJ was.
Yeah, for sure.
Because not everybody can grill or has the, you know what I mean? Like PBJ, you can do it. You don't need heat.
doesn't
you don't
need. Yeah, that's a
and
great
some
point.
places don't have it, and then you don't have like time for it. Some places.
Yeah, what a great what a great sandwich to not be. It has to be the best sandwich that you don't cook.
A PBJ.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Well, I
mind
guess
like
you
a
get,
cold
like,
cut.
A cold cut.
Yeah. But PBJ is like one of those things I wish I ate more of.
Yeah,
That
me
strawberry
too.
jelly, and
So
I used
good.
to hate it. You know what I like now though? And I haven't had it, but I like that crunchy peanut butter. It used to kind of gross me out, but
Yeah.
crunchy peanut butter, strawberry
I can
jelly.
mess with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be a grape jelly guy. I was a kid.
Mhm.
I definitely
I could see that for sure. It's a
transformed
strawberry,
into
right?
strawberry
Yeah, for
like
sure. That's
10
not even-
years ago, 15
Okay, good.
years ago.
We'd have to rethink our freaking partnership.
But
Okay,
grape's still good though.
great. I could fuck with great.
Yep.
All right. Would you rather? I'll go first,
All right.
Lucas. Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal
Ooh,
chef?
Gosh, that's a great one. Great one. I would say, oh gosh, that's tough. I don't mind cooking.
Yes, and you're good at it, or grilling especially.
Yeah. It's fun for me sometimes, and cleaning's never fun or picking up. But if I had a personal chef,
Imagine just like fire stuff that's incredible for you that
oh
tastes
my
really
gosh,
good.
I would be jacked
Yep, and
And-
it tastes so good.
and just save
And you'd be
a
healthier.
lot of time.
Well, healthier too.
And that's like the most important thing, like is your body, your
yes,
health.
way more important than your messy house.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have clean. Like I heard something the other day, like having kids, you're not supposed to have a clean house. So having that
Yeah.
expectation is not. It's just stupid.
Yeah. So even though I love to cook, and I can still cook every once in a while, right? I'm gonna go with because right now I take like pre-made meals for lunch, like a Factor, which I love Factors. Shout out to Factor.
Yes.
But imagine having like a fresh freaking feast for lunch and dinner and breakfast, just like perfect every time. I'm gonna go with personal chef
Yeah, I
and
saw.
a surprise pick.
I saw. Yeah, that's a shocker. But we'll break that down later. But I saw a TikTok the other day of some personal chef or some billionaire.
Yeah, I
didn't say
watched
who
him
it was.
too.
That's so fun.
Is it the Hamptons?
The
one
Asian
in the
guy,
Hamptons?
yeah.
He's
That's-
awesome.
but that's so cool.
Looks so good.
But that's what he does for
Yeah.
like 8 hours a day. And he has downtime and stuff. And he preps like before for some of the desserts and stuff. But man,
And when you think of like pure bang for your buck, a personal chef is gonna cost you a lot more than a personal maid.
yeah. But just imagine like, and I would like to get there someday with the chef and the maid. But like, yeah, just having like really, because I don't want to eat something. That part of the reason I don't healthy because some of it tastes crappy.
Right, but if they can make it taste amazing,
And they can.
yeah.
That's part of what they do.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible. That'd
Yeah.
be fun. Let's do that. All
Let's
right,
do
you got
it.
the next one.
All right. Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years
This is
ago
the good one.
or an average person today?
So let's just not just say like I'm average and can make myself above average. So like you have to live an average like normal or because, bro, royalty back in the day
Yeah.
and it was horrible. That's my whole thing of like society being so much better today. Like back in the day when there's royalties, everybody was treated like crap.
Yeah.
And then the royalty could do whatever. It was like hand and foot everything. So talking of like maid, personal chef, everything. Like didn't have to do anything. People bathed them. And it's kind of mean because there were so few people. Like the disparity of like wealth was way worse there than it
Yeah.
is now. There was a couple rich people and everybody else was poor.
Yeah.
Now it's like at least people have a shot. But I would still probably say the average person today in an upset pick because people didn't like live that long back
Lived that
then.
long, and I just couldn't like if you're royalty that long ago, like they just treat people so shitty, and just being around that. And I would hate it so much, like as who I am today. I would like leave being royalty probably and just be like, peace out. I'm gonna go live on an island by myself or something. So
Prince
average
Harriet.
person today, yeah, average person today. And when I think of average, I guess I'm thinking of like money and success.
Yeah, I think just like living in a.
But if I could be like super happy and but average income or wealth, I would probably
Because
pick
you
the
can
average
be
person
super
today.
happy without the income.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
But I didn't know if that meant like average happiness, which that would change my pick.
Yeah.
I would want to be super happy with average success or wealth. How about that?
Well, you can be. How about you're happy either way, but yeah, I like it. So I'm going to go today. So we're the same on these. This last one's interesting. I'll let you read this one. It's funny.
Okay. Would you rather always have BO and be stanky, or not know it?
Or you always have BO and not know it.
And not know it.
So you're always thinking you don't know it.
Or always smell BO on everyone else.
I mean, I'm very cognizant of other people. I feel like we're both like, we want other people to be comfortable, but like, I would say like be on other people, then just lose my sense of smell, but then we'll be able to taste. I guess walk around like this all the time. I don't know. Probably rather have the BO and just try to keep my distance from people.
Yeah, not me. I would rather smell it all the time. I think I would get used to it.
The smell on other people?
Yeah. I'd rather smell BO all the time.
Even on Ashley.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, because she has it all the time.
Yeah.
So perfect. That's mean. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's normal. No, I'm just kidding, obviously.
Yeah.
But I know if I had it, like, I would, that would suck. Everybody's like, God, don't be around that guy. He
That's
stinks.
Stinky Luke.
Yeah.
It's the whole Stinky Lou.
Run.
Stinky Lou's coming, run.
Yeah.
I would be like wearing hoodies in summer because it's sweat worse, but at least it would cover up a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't Pat McAfee it with your fucking armpits out all the time.
Well, then maybe that'll dry them out and air them out a little bit.
Yeah, if there's that option to it. So, yeah, I don't know.
You're the BO guy, and I'm smelling it on everybody.
Yeah, that's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Those were fun ones, though. Sometimes
Those were
I like
fun,
those a
yeah.
lot. Those will be good shorts. All right. Let's pump them up and roll out of here. I'm excited to continue to grow this show like we talked about earlier. Make sure to check out the show notes. Make sure to, subscribe or hit the like button or give reviews, depending on if you're listening or watching. We would really appreciate it. We have lots of fun with this, and we do put some time into it. So we would appreciate your help because we need it. All right, Lucas, I'll read the quote, and then you get it.
Perfect.
Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must always be moving.
Love it, and I agree with it. And I wouldn't say like every second be moving, but in general direction of growth and moving forward, yes, I agree with that, because I do believe in the quote. It's kind of similar to this: if you're not growing, you're dying.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the important thing is to understand what your definition of growing is. It could be something as simple as Sam talks about this, trying to be more present with the people you care about the most. That is growing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, doesn't mean you're growing this $1 billion business, but that is very impactful to yourself and people around you. It could be, you want to spend more time doing this thing, or spend more time doing that thing, or become a better leader, or your business growing. Growing could mean so many different things. And I believe in growing as a person and continuing to improve and get better. Absolutely. And to me, that's the keep moving aspect of this quote.
And I feel like you've always been a grower, not a shower, so that works out perfect.
That's true.
That's true. That's funny. He was so nice and so.
What about you?
I took it there. Neither. Damn it. I'm just kidding. No, I agree completely. I think it's one of those things where if
grower or shower. What about
I
you?
said neither as a joke.
Oh,
that'd be bad.
Okay. Well, answer the real question.
I probably yeah, grower. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks a lot different that way. Yeah. But I agree that
good for you.
Yes.
If
in
it
general,
looked the same, you'd be
yeah, that'd be tricky unless. Yeah. All right. Okay. So life is like riding a bicycle. In general, I do agree. Like, always be moving, doing something. Like, if you're moving and trying things and experimenting, then you're going to like be making mistakes, but also learning from those mistakes. You're also going to be, doing good things, right? So like, to experience the good and the bad, and to go through the bad to get to the good, you have to constantly be moving. So yes, I am good. And Albert Einstein is smarter than both of us. He also has the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
I love it.
I say that one a lot.
Was that us? I think it was T. York and maybe you were talking about like our perception and time frame on when Albert Einstein was around.
Yeah.
It's like crazy, but he was around during World War II,
Mm-hmm,
right?
Yeah, him and Oppenheimer after watching they talked.
That was crazy. So they had it on the Riz Show. Shout out to the Riz Show, 105 The Point. They do like this little game or whatever, and one of the tiebreakers was what was the year Albert Einstein was born.
It was like 1908.
I thought that's what I would have guessed, like early 1900s, but he was older than we thought at World War II. I think it was like 1879.
No.
Yes.
70s and 80s?
I think so.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, check it out. But it was earlier than I thought, so he was older around World War II, Oppie, than we were
He could have been.
Yeah.
When was Albert Einstein born?
Tell us, Siri. Is that still Siri on your guys' iPhones these days?
1879.
Yeah,
Damn, he was
I thought I
old.
just
There, he's
looked
got
it
it
up.
up there now. Awesome.
Ooh,
All right, well, thanks for
sick.
joining.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all very much. This was a fun episode. Share it, like it, rate it, review it. Have fun. We found out that Lucas is a grower, not a shower.
You
See you
too?
on the next one.
Kind of.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. We hope you got some major value from our conversation. If you love what you learn, make sure you like, rate, review the show, and help us spread the word by telling a friend.
If you'd like to learn more about working with me inside one of my programs, we'll have those links in the show notes, along with all our social media handles, so you connect with us there for free. If there's a real estate question you'd like us to answer, feel free to send us a message and we'll cover it in an upcoming show.